So here we're going to talk about two things. The first is basically just how you can remember these different trig relationships. So sine measures the opposite over the hypotenuse, cosine measures the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and tangent measures the opposite over the adjacent. So those are just listing the ratios that are measured by those functions. To remember that, we came up with this. It makes it sound like I did it. I didn't have anything to do with this. I don't generally like ways of memorizing things, but this does help. It's still in my head from whenever I learned it. Sohcahtoa stands for sine, opposite hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent hypotenuse, and tangent, opposite adjacent. So it's just a way to connect those sets of three letters so you can remember which trig name goes with which relationship. So the second thing I want to mention in this video is just how these trig functions relate to Pythagorean theorem and special right triangles, which we just learned about. So the special right triangles, actually in the name, it's a special right triangle because it has a special set of angles, either 30, 60, 90 or 45, 45, 90. But that is given one of those special angles, we can find the other two sides. So if I know any angle, or if I know the sides, I can get back to that angle. But it's the relationship between that special angle, or both of the special angles, and the other two sides. So there we're relating angles and sides. Pythagorean theorem does not talk about angles at all. It just relates two sides to the third side. Whereas the trig functions sine, cosine, and tangent can relate any given angle, not just a special angle, any angle in a right triangle, and find the ratio between all pairs of sides. And we can also go backwards. If we're given the ratio between two pairs of sides, we can work backwards to find that angle. So this relates angles and the ratio between the sides. This relates a special angle and the sides, the actual measurements of the sides. This just relates two sides to the third side.